This is Garrett Fry, and I'm going to be showing you how to use the Comfyui plugin for the Prism pipeline. This plugin registers Comfyui as a Prism pipeline app and treats the Comfyui JSON files as Prism scene files, so they appear here, as you can see, in the project browser. This is a great plugin because you can version up your Comfyui files, you can make comments, and if you're working on a team, it makes it really easy to pass files between artists. Here inside of the Prism project browser, you can see I have an asset created called environments, and under a department, I have a task called diffusion, and this is where I'm keeping my Comfyui files. Now I can create Comfyui records anywhere inside of the project browser underneath any task. And to do that, what I do is I'd go over here and right click on create new version from preset. And then you go over here to create empty Comfyui file. And it creates a new version for you. And so all of these can live in the same area together. And if you right click on this, this is going to give you the ability to copy this JSON file right here to your clipboard, or you can save a new version from your clipboard as a new version here. So let me just give you an example here. If I go under diffusion, I'm going to right click on this version 2, and I'm going to say copy workflow to my clipboard. And right here in Comfyui, I'm just going to paste that. And you can see that this is a workflow that I have for my environment right here with all of my control passes. Now, if I wanted to save this file back into the Prism pipeline, then what I would do is go over here to my menu, and under extensions, there is a selection called Prism, and I can select this, copy workflow JSON as plain text. If I copy that, it's going to give you a notice that it's been copied, and then you can go back here into the Prism pipeline, right click on the latest record, and you can say save new version from clipboard, and there you can see it creates a new version for you. Now that that record has been created, I can come over here and right click on that record and say edit comment, and I can add a comment here so I can keep track of what I did with that particular workflow. If I want to see where this Comfyui file is on my computer or on the server, then what I can do is I can right click here and say open up in Explorer. Now you can see there's our file right there, environment diffusion version 3, but you'll notice that it has a .cui extension, which is not the normal extension for Comfyui. Comfyui has a JSON extension. This intermediary file format, this .cui, is being used because JSON files are used by the Prism pipeline to store pipeline information, and it doesn't actually show any JSON files in the project browser. And so what the plugin does is it switches the extension of your JSON file to .cui when you paste it into the project browser and save a new version, and then when you copy, it copies out the contents of this file. But if we wanted to just take a look at this file, we could take our note-taking app and drop this in, and you can see there is our JSON file. And so if I ever needed to, I could just swap this .cui for a JSON, and it would be exactly the same.